In this video, I'll be ranking all 7 main antagonists of the Transformers live action movies. Transformers 1 in the 1986 animation movie will not be counted because they're not live action. Starting with Megatron in the 2007 Transformers movie. Well, he was firstly landed on Earth since 1847 when Sam Witwick's grandpa went mining into the North Pole and found a creature named Megatron. Well, he accidentally used the navigation system and then he yaps into Cybertronian. And then he was born. But the U.S. Army in that movie calls him Project NBE-1. His original name was D-16, by the way. He transformed into a Cybertronian jet. Their abilities is crazy. He has a literal fusion cannon, a staff, and a mace. Yeah, I'm not talking about that OP weapon from Minecraft, but the actual real life mace. In total, he has only 3 abilities, but he's still overpowered. But by far, he also slightly injured Optimus. And he has been alive ever since the beginning of Cybertron, I think. But his last appearance was in Transformers The Last Night. He isn't that bad, I think. Megatron D tier. The next one is for the 2009 movie Revenge of the Fallen. His name is The Fallen. Known for his, yeah, he's the founder of the Decepticons and is one of the 13 OG primes. Was He's literally the main antagonist of the movie itself. And he's referenced multiple times because he said, "Revenge is mine." Also in the title. And yeah, he's been mentioned a lot of times. He was using the Star Harvester, which is the strongest artifact ever in the entire series. The oldest evidence of him was in 17,000 BC. How old is he with its technology that was released 1,000 years after GTA 6's release? And he has a very large forehead, actually referencing Nefertiti itself, which is an Egyptian god. He transformed into a Cybertronian jet. The reason why I put a black screen because his alt mode is not available. His ability is strong. Well, he has a shock spear, so he can just throw and just make shockwaves whenever he wants. And now we have to put the actual abilities. Telekinesis, semi-immortality, which I already said, because he is 19,000 years old. Regenerative durability, strength combat, strength combat, I already said it. Strength material manipulation, teleportation, combat perception, combat empowerment, high intelligence, elemental energy control, supernatural flexes. That's a berserk amount of abilities. While he's still an OG, you know. The Fallen, a free S tier. The next one is from the 2011 movie Dark of the Moon. It's Sentinel Prime. Well, in 1961, he went to a ship named the Ark, so he wanted to escape. But after the moon landing, he literally crashed. But then an astronaut discovered it, and it was an alien ship. But by the way, the reason why he's the main antagonist is because he betrayed the Autobots. A deal with Megatron. Yeah, it's not AI. He transforms into a Rosenbauer Panther 6x6, an airport truck only used for airports. But by the way, why is it not available in Schiphol? Well, he got a lot of powers, and yeah, I'll say what powers he has. Well, he has a cosmic rust gun, which single-handedly rotted the entire body of Ironhide. He got a Primax blade, a shield, and also summoning alien ships out of nowhere. Plus, energon detectors. crazy, man. Hey, Sentinel, if you are watching this, you got an easy B tier. Now it's Lockdown, one of the best antagonists, in my opinion, only for the looks. He literally defeated Optimus 2 times in a row. Well, actually, the first character to defeat Optimus in the live action movie series was Shockwave. But let's talk about him. Well, he transformed into a matte black Lamborghini Aventador LP 700 4. But these are really old monkey like Transformers. I'm saying some stuff which aren't AI. For example, he is 65 million years old. He actually holds one of the strongest artifacts in the movie, which is the seed. But let's talk about his abilities. He has a phase gun, a spark extractor gun, a hook, shoulder mounted laser guns, a laser cannon, a metal transfiguration grenade, and what the artifact what I said, the seed. He is very overpowered. But we got some death methods what we already got. So the fate of death. Megatron was annihilated by the cube. The Fallen was brutally stabbed in his chest. No, actually, slammed. Sentinel got shot, and Lockdown got split into 2 pieces. Because he's one of the most OP characters in the series, A tier. The next character is Quintessa. Quintessa is sort of God in the Transformers universe. Well, she's also created Optimus Prime, and she wants her old form Nemesis Prime back. She transforms into a British actor named Gemma Chan, but with a forehead that's modified with silver and looking like a character for Star Wars. Quintessa also helped a group named Knights of Icon, and there were 9 of them, and they are all betrayed. Their powers are insanely overpowered. You know what she gets? Energy protection, channeling, levitation, telekinesis, hypnosis, and minion transfiguring, and last but not least, holographic camouflage. That is her abilities, but you know what she also got? A staff! She got a crazy amount of minions. Infernocon, Knights of Icon, Nemesis Prime, Megatron, Barricade, Nitro Zeus, Onslaught, Mohawk, Dreadbot, and Berserker. But the cause of death, well, she's still alive, but only in the human form. Quintessa, S tier. Then we got Shatter, the friend of Dropkick. Well, he's the main antagonist. Because, yeah, she got a lot of deaths. She appears in the 2018 Bumblebee movie. Quintessa was appeared in The Last Night for 2017. Well, she's pretty evil. Sorry for misleading pronounces. She transforms into a Plymouth satellite, and her second alt mode, and McDonnell Douglas TAV 8B Harrier 2. That's a really long name. Okay, she got an actual cool weapon named a dual. No, I meant normal neutralizer guns, eclipse rockets, and blades and guns. She's pretty overpowered, but her cause of death exploded by a boat. So Shatter, you got F tier. Well, Megatron is in D, but I will give him an F. Now it's Scourge, the main antagonist of the latest 2023 movie named Transformers Rise of the Beast. Sorry for the cringy edit. Scourge itself is actually one of the forces of Unicron. Well, he transformed into a Peterbilt 359 with every single Cybertronian insignia because, yeah, Terracons will always kill the Autobots and Decepticons. Yep, I know. They're pretty evil. Scourge has a lot of weapons, which is the dark blades, um, a literal claw with yep, four fingers, an ion cannon, and a literal welding machine. And yeah, it's lit. And he is also pregnant because they can spawn sweeps. And you know who the sweeps are? Freezer, Novocaine. Because of Scourge being so overpowered and having the same alt mode brand of Optimus, yeah, he's the seventh strongest character in the series. And he got a lot of kills. He got 63 Cybertronians killed. He's a pretty mid fighter, so sorry, C tier. And it was all the seven Transformers movies, main antagonists ever.